And just so you guys know right now, you probably can find this device to be a lot cheaper, especially if you look in the right places. And currently, the Google Store has a bundle sale on it where if you buy one, you get a 30-watt charger with it for free. But welcome back, my friends in tech. Today, we're taking a look at the Google Pixel 7a. We're going to talk a little bit about it, the controversies, and how it's doing now. And so first off, let me start with the controversy of the Pixel 7a because it's a year old. And a year ago when this came out, it had a lot of people questioning why it even existed. Considering the fact that it was nearly identically spec'd as the Pixel 7, minus the build of the device being plastic rather than glass, a little bit smaller than the Google Pixel 7, just about everything else that the 7 had you were getting. But the reason why is because this device brought in something new to the A series that we didn't have before. Like the Pixel 5a that brought in a metal unibody and IP certification for water and dust resistance, the Pixel 7a maintained that, but also bringing in wireless charging. This device would wirelessly charge on a 5-watt charger for wireless Qi charging. And so that means that for the first time ever, you didn't have to plug in your device. Although if you wanted faster charging, you would plug it in because, again, 5-watt charging is not that fast. But we still got it nonetheless. And so the Pixel 7a now has that. But now that it's a year later, honestly, I still think that this has value to it if you were to purchase it, especially if you're not looking to get the Google Pixel 8a. Then yeah, you can grab one of these. If you can get it, sub $300, that's great. But the Pixel 8a and its specifications are nearly similar to the Pixel 7a when we're talking about the cameras and things like that. Obviously, the chip is different. The Tensor G2 is in the Pixel 7a, as the 8a has the Tensor G3. But when you look around the body of the device, you can tell it's got an aluminum frame, it's got plastic back, no headphone jack, and yeah, it's pretty minimal. Got Gorilla Glass 3 in the front. Like I said, the back is plastic. It feels like glass, though, so I ain't gonna lie to anybody. If no one told you that this thing was made of plastic in the back, I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't even know that it is plastic. Of course, you got your dual camera sensors on the back. You got a selfie punch-out camera sensor on the front. And like I said, it's rocking Android 15 Beta 3. So this will continue to get a few more updates before end of life. It is still going by the old update, which is basically I believe it's 3 software updates and 5 years total of security patch updates. So you could be expecting this thing to pretty much go all the way up to Android 17 and continue security updates beyond that. The cameras are really decent on this, as I stated. It's a 64 megapixel shooter on the back, and you got a 13 megapixel ultra wide in the front, as well as a 13 megapixel selfie. So getting photos off this should be pretty decent. And you can really get in there with that 8x zoom. But you guys are seeing all the picture samples right here on the display for you guys. So you guys can be the judge on how decent the cameras are for just a point and shoot scenario, not messing around with any settings or none of that. I will say this, though. Audio on the Pixel 7a is on the quieter side. This is something that I found to be really weird about it. So if I'm watching YouTube videos, TikTok, or any of those types of things, having the volume up at 100% and I can hear the video. The moment that I dip it below 90%, it sounds a lot more quieter than the rest of my Pixel device's output. And I find that to be kind of strange. I don't know if my device is the only one that does that. So if you are a Pixel 7a user and you're watching this video just for fun, let me know in the comments if your device is very quiet on the volume side of audio. But I will say this, though, that at least the audio is clear, and that when I do listen to music, watch videos, everything sounds pretty good on it. So I have no complaints there when it comes to that, just the quietness of it. As far as network connectivity, I feel like the Pixel 7a does a pretty good job, whether on Wi-Fi or, if I'm using my mobile network to connect. As you guys will see here, I'll run a quick speed test without Wi-Fi on, and I do have Boost Infinite in this device. So it is running on the AT&T network. That's the side of Boost Infinite that my my number is assigned to, and I think it does pretty decent on 5G plus. But that's just me. So if you're a 5G buff, let me know in the comments on what you think of these speeds. But I will tell you guys that anytime that I've had it, whether on Wi-Fi or on mobile data connectivity, it's done pretty good. I haven't really had any signal drops or really where it kind of just gets sluggish. That's a good thing. Although the Tensor G2 is manufactured with the help of Samsung, so obviously it's using a Samsung modem. It just makes me wonder like what it would be if it had a different modem in there, how much the connectivity would be better. Aside from that, it's still a solid device. It is still worth picking up. Even though it's a year old, everything about it still functions pretty good, I must say. The fact that you get wireless charging, that's pretty awesome. It does access Gemini, but cloud AI, not on-device AI. So, if that's important to you, then the A series will probably be where you want to go. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the Google Pixel 7a. Do that in the comment section of the video. And also, I got promos for you guys. Check it out in the description.